What's going on, guys? This is a quick vid on pretty much why I love the AR15. I think it's a super versatile platform. It can be chambered in multiple calibers. You can do everything from little lightweight builds like this one with a pencil barrel on it from Faxon, which makes the gun extremely light. You can even go with heavy barrels, just like the military style, fixed in front rear sights, completely custom AR-15s like this one that's been Cerakoted, and it's got all the whiz-bang features you would ever need, to something a little bit more practical, just a red dot with another pencil barrel, keeping it lightweight, also Cerakoted, to like your precision type rifles like this guy here, which is a 18-inch free-floated bench rest gun, essentially. It's good for long-range shooting. And then you have some of the other guns that we also like this commando-style AR-15, which is a pistol. CAC industry got loose last time we were shooting it, so it's kind of loose on that one. And even something oddball like this guy, which is a 9mm AR-15 that takes Glock magazines, which is really cool. And so I just feel like the AR-15 is pretty much the best platform for just your common average shooter, just because there's nothing that you can't do or change on the AR-15, which is, pretty awesome, really. You pretty much buy an AK or an SKS or a SCAR, a Tavor. It is set the way it is permanently set, essentially. But with the AR-15 platform, all of these guns were built at home. So all we did was acquire strip lower receivers, stripped upper receivers, and, we banged it out, in a night, on a Friday night we get together and build an AR out. And so these are just a collection of some of the ones that we put together. And, for the most part, we haven't had any issues with the ARs. The only issue that we've come across is a bad barrel or two. And, that's just us being cheap and trying to, skimp out. But every now and then you can actually get something, like a cheaper barrel, and it does work and there are no problems. But other than that, the AR-15 platform is pretty figured out. So as long as you stick with a reputable manufacturer, excuse me, you shouldn't have any problems with your build. And it's fairly simple how these things go together. You can find a plethora of videos online on how to put together your upper and your lower. Or, you can go the route of, I'm just going to order a complete upper and then a complete lower and then, pin them together. Personally, we like to just start from scratch if possible. And we like, we just like to do our own thing with it. And so these are just like a few of the builds that we've put together. And for the most part, none of us can really complain. The AR-15 is a phenomenal platform. It's super reliable. All these will shoot steel case and brass case. They're accurate. A lot of times they're really lightweight because we're running a bunch of pencil barrels. And to me, the pencil barrels, I haven't seen any drawbacks from the pencil barrels. But like this one here, this is a Odin Works barrel with an adjustable gas block, mid-length. And it is super lightweight, even though it's got this Vortex Strike Fire on it, or Strike Eagle, which is a 1-6x24. And it seems to be a phenomenal shooter. Like, a lot of these ARs are shooting probably between 1.5 to 2 MOA at 100 yards. That's our longest ranges out here in Missouri, in St. Louis specifically. And so we can't really stretch it out past that. So really, iron sights, optics, and red dots, they all generally do pretty good out there at 100. There's not a big gap in accuracy, from switching from red dot to scope. Obviously, the scope is going to give you a better look at the target, but the guns essentially will shoot the same. And so we like to mix it up. Sometimes I'll run the Colt with its standard standard A2 F-mark front sight and a carry handle, and that's cool too because you never have to worry about like batteries or trying to screw with your sights all damn day. You know, you pretty much just set it and forget it, and you know you just run it. Other than that, I think everybody would benefit from jumping into the AR market right now because the prices are so low, they're so cheap, and you can really get some phenomenal deals on some of this stuff right now. So I'm gonna just do a quick flyby on some of the rifles. Like I said, this is a Faxon pencil barrel, Anderson upper and lower, little fixed 4-power sight, adjustable stock, whole grip. This one is a Colt upper. See how scratched that sucker is? And it's sitting just on a Spikes Tactical lower. Still running the Rogers Super Stock on these guys. Then you have this completely custom guy right here, which is, you know, Anderson lower, probably an Anderson upper, BCM rail, Odom Works barrel. I'm not sure what kind of muzzle brake that is, but it's a titanium, so it's fairly lightweight. Then you have the, what we call the truck gun in OD with the Mission First Tactical stock, Magpul rubberized grip. Has a kind of like a no-name knockoff ultralight rail, which is actually really good for $70. It's got the BCM pencil barrel. Then for our extreme accuracy, we like to run this guy right here, which is an 18-inch rifle length gas system, free-floated, kind of like a medium profile barrel. And it is great for target shooting. I mean, if you want to shoot 1 inch all day, this is the gun you want to grab. And then over here, we have, like I said, the pistols. And there's several other pistols that are lying around. This is just happens to be like the Colt Commando style with the 10.5-inch barrel, pistol stock on it, A2 stock, carry handle. And then the AR9 with a 10.5-inch barrel. It's also a pistol with the CAC Industries or Shockwave blade, and sports a little red dot. And so, you know, that's just our setups and how we like to run our guns. And so right now with the prices being so low, you can easily get into an AR for about $500. And, you know, you can run the gamut way up. I mean, none of these rifles are $1,000. So pretty much all of them are in that like between $450 to $700, $800 range. It just depends on what kind of parts you want to put into it. If it's going to end up being a $500 rifle or an $800 rifle. And so with the parts being so plentiful, you know, we just, in the sales that are coming right now is just ridiculous. You can get a good quality barrel like the Faxon for $130 bucks. Something like the Odin's going to cost you a little bit more. This one, this Colt here with the carry handle on it, you know, that's a surplus item. So that upper was actually from a police trade-in. And so I felt like the quality was there. I picked it up for $300, including the bolt carrier group and charging handle. And I just had to supply a lower, so Spikes it was. And so, I mean, that's just what we've done. Everybody can do whatever they want with their own setups. But this is just how versatile the platform is, that you can go from pistol to pistol in another caliber to pretty much a fixed stock rifle style to adjustable stocks with lightweight barrels, heavy barrels. I mean, it just runs the gamut. It's whatever you want to make the AR to be.